Thank you for that, sir. Yeah.
So I mean, we're obviously going off the rails here into rehashing things, but I want to make something very clear. There's a First Amendment. There's also manner, place, and method and time restrictions on the First Amendment. And it is clear at the fairgrounds that protests are designated to a specific area. Knowing those rules applied, a group of individuals, I think led by this man, but I don't know, decided to thwart those rules in a way to try and interfere with a lawful presentation of entertainment. I don't think a single person sitting here would have permitted or would think that a protest designed to end run the rules of the fairgrounds that interfered with, say, I don't know, the county fair, the performance at the county fair, and prevented people from watching it, prevented it from going forward. I don't think anybody sitting here would say, well, you know, that's just people having difference of opinions and that's the First Amendment. There's a reason we have at the fairgrounds time, manner, and place restrictions on it. This group of individuals decided to ignore that they were above the law, that they got to do whatever they wanted. And then they come in here and he throws accusations about us. I heard the word groomer come out of his mouth at us and then pretend that that's just nothing. I mean, it's not a productive use of our time to rehash this, not why we wanted to have this meeting. We wanted to talk fundamentally about how we move forward and how we can address security to keep our right to have this event going forward, because he has a right to protest. There's a protest zone. He knew it. They intentionally decided to bypass those rules because they think they're above the rules. And when they were instructed by the sheriff's department to leave, they did not. They stayed and remained and interfered until the drag show started, which apparently I thought the whole point of this presentation was for them to protect kids from the drag show. But the second the drag show started, they all got up and left. Like, I mean, to the extent that that was the motive, it actually seems that the sole motive was to stop the drag show from happening at all. And when that failed, they all left because they did what they intended to do. So I'd like, you know, obviously there's a lot of emotions going around. Obviously, he doesn't like it when I stand up and block his view, try and interfere with his right, as he shouldn't. Just like we didn't like it when he stood up and tried to interfere with our right to have an event. There's obviously a ton of emotion. It's not a productive use of our time to litigate this part of it, right? We have a right to have a performance of a drag show. We did everything we were asked to do to present this in a family-friendly way. We complied with everything. We worked with the sheriff's department. We worked with county commissioners. We worked with the fairground staff to make this a success. And what we would like to do, and what I think the effective thing move forward, is to discuss the future of Pride as far as ways to prevent this type of interference with our right to hold an event from happening in the same way that we would expect that if a protest interfered with a rodeo at the county fair or any kind, or a church group, that there would be discussions about how to prevent that from happening. Yeah, we're not asking for special treatment. We're asking to be treated like everybody who uses the fair.